Good morning, my viewers. I want to thank you all so far for the great work you are doing on this channel. Today, I want to divert a bit to the happenings in the country today. And what am I talking about? I want to treat the topic today, Hush Puppy, the dream of every young Nigerian. Hush Puppy, the dream of every young Nigerian. When you hear the name Hush Puppy, what comes to your mind? Hush Puppy is the name of a Nigerian-born Ramoni Igbalode Abbas Raymond, aka Ray Hush Puppy. Hush Puppy is known to show off his wealth on Instagram, show off his luxurious cars, private jets, and sometimes whenever he posts his wealth, he attaches a prayer to it, attributing his wealth as coming from God. And he has been a role model to so many Nigerians. Before now that he was arrested, Hush Puppy has been a role model to so many Nigerians, and so many young Nigerians want to be like him. That's why they always talk about Ray Hush Puppy, talk about his giveaway, how he does charity, and so on and so forth, without knowing that he was a scammer. He has a group of people that they are into scamming people. Just recently, he was arrested by the Dubai police, and from the arrest, we came to discover what his real job is. That his real job is not an estate manager or a real estate agent person as he presented himself to be. So it has come out what he really does. And from the information coming from the Dubai police, we discovered that how he does his own operation with his group of friends, his gang, is that they create websites. They create fake website out of existing websites, and they redirect money that is being sent to money that client wants to pay to the company they are dealing with. They redirect those money to their own accounts. I am doing this video because I have been involved in this kind of thing before. There was a time I was actually preparing. There was a time I was planning to get something from the internet, and I transacted business with the with the owner of the internet. It's on Facebook precisely, but I later discovered that the person I was talking to, I got the number from the website I thought was the real website. I came to discover that the site, the person I was talking to was not actually the real person. So that is what I really didn't find it funny as at then. It really went down on me, and that's when I understood what those who have been victim to 419ers, because that's how we call them here in the country, victims, how they feel. It wasn't really a good one. And recently that he was caught, he was caught with a lot of things, and we must know that Abbas, as is popularly called, has 2.4 million followers. 2.4 million followers. That is a great number. And for you to follow someone, it means there is a part of that person's life that you are just liking. And also too, those who follow too may not have positive or genuine intention of following him. They just want to understand him. But at the end of the day, we've come to discover what actually he is into, how he redirects financial transaction of client of certain company, how they redirect it to their own personal accounts. And that is how come he is able to spend the kind of money he spends He spent on clothing, he spent on shoes, he spent on cars, he spent on a lot of things, buildings. And from the report from the Dubai police, we came to know that he has actually targeted a lot of people, millions of people, especially in the United States of America. And the one that actually went down, that put him in this trouble that he is now, is the tune of amount of 160 billion naira. 160 billion naira. That's a big one. And also too, from the report from the Dubai police, we came to discover too that there is a deal that they were about to carry out, which is about 435 million US dollars. That is to show you the cabal that this guy is made up of. Recently, our country has been on the limelight of the US wanting a lot of our citizens for internet fraud. We have a lot of them on their list, about 79 persons so far, and there are still more that are still coming up. And the problem is those who fall into these people's hands, some of them have died. Some have died, and some are even suffering from heart attack. Imagine the money that you have worked for, your hard-earned money, and you are trying to get something from a website, and the money was redirected to another person. It's very painful. I feel the pain of these people, because when such was done to me, I really didn't find it easy. It really pained me. But I thank God that I didn't really go deep. I just gave a part payment of what I wanted to get on the internet. I now imagine those who actually paid full of what they are asked to bring. How painful it can be. So that is Hush Puppy and his gang. That is the trending news at the moment in our country. And this man is the dream of many Nigerians, many young Nigerians. Many young Nigerians want to be like this man. They want to be like Hush Puppy. The example of Hush Puppy is the example that young Nigerians want to embrace. They want to be like Hush Puppy, who show off his wealth and everything. And Hush Puppy will make you feel as a young man that you are not struggling enough. Hush Puppy will make you feel that you are not doing enough as per the stage of life that you have. And Hush Puppy will make you feel maybe the God you are serving is different from the God that he is serving. That is the problem that we are having today in the world. The example that we are supposed to learn from, we are not learning from those examples. Rather, the examples that we are learning from is from the negative examples. And that is the kind of example that young Nigerians are embracing. Now, where is the giveaway now? Because when Hush Puppy was draining, everybody was saying, oh, Hush Puppy, do us giveaway. And I know this message I'm also passing now. So many persons are not going to find it easy with me. They're not going to just like the message. But the fact needs to be said. These guys are not giving us good image out there. These guys are not portraying this country well. Imagine now, with this news now, those who travel out of the country, Nigerians who travel out of the country, they have now been tagged generally as cyber criminals. You can't even talk about Facebook. When you are chatting with someone and you tell the person you are from Nigeria, you are a Nigerian or you are from Nigeria, they already see you as a fraudster. This is not good for us. It's not good for us as a country. And this is the example that so many youth out there, they want to embrace. Hush Puppy, the example of many Nigerians. Let us learn today. It is very, very important that the youth of today learn that it pays to work hard. Work hard for your money, and don't get yourself into that level of thinking that somebody is better than you. Do the best that you can. Do the little that you can. God has a way of blessing the little that you do. God is the one who will make the little you do to become big. Don't go about trying to be like another person. Don't trying to be like Hushpuppi or Woodbury, or trying to be like Inventus. Yes, these are the examples that the youth out there they want to embrace, but it is not really helping us. Our politicians, they are not helping. Even so many men of God, they are not even helping, because today, as a man of God, if you don't have a private jet, you are not seen as a man of God. So how do we propagate the gospel? We are in the era which I call the era that the gospel is being commercialized. The gospel is being seen as an avenue to make profit. If someone like Hushpuppi, we have to post things on his page, and we attribute that his God will not make him to suffer, then what message is he passing? That the God that other people are serving is the God that makes them suffer? We really need to think about this. Hushpuppi is not a good example for our youth. I know he has a lot of followers, but I know gradually everybody will be withdrawing from him now. So let us learn. Let us learn. It's good to work for what you have. When you work for what you have, you manage what you have, and you gradually grow. The Hushpuppi example is the example that is causing a lot of havoc in the country today. We can't even trust each other any longer. Youth today, when you advise them to work hard, when you advise them to labor for a brighter future, you are telling them they see you as an enemy. They see you as an enemy of progress. And even the religious organization is not even helping, because everything now is based on prosperity. When you are telling someone who did not go to school, who did not go to university, who did not even learn a trade, that he is going to prosper, then what are you telling the person? Is he not telling the person that he should go and rob, or he should go and embrace this kind of Hushpuppi's life? So let us learn. Let us stop giving this country a bad name. Let us stop giving Nigeria a bad image. We all are not bad in this country. There are good people. Thank you.